If you've ever felt like generating leads is the most overcomplicated, confusing part of real estate, then you're not alone. It seems like everyone's trying to sell you a magic formula or some expensive system, but today I'm here to break that myth. I'm going to simplify it all and show you the easiest, most effective way to attack your lead generation. So no fluff, just results. So by the end of this video, you'll realize that it's way simpler than you think. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Will Higgins. I'm a Southern California real estate agent. And what I do on my channel, guys, is I'm speaking from experience. So I'm a real estate agent just like you guys. I am in the trenches with you. So on my channel, I just talk about things that I'm doing that have provided results or hurdles that I hopped over so that it makes it simpler for you to build your business, be successful, reach your goals, and ultimately take care of your family. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and subscribe, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I have a lot of great stuff that I'm planning, and you liking, subscribing to these videos only adds fuel to the fire. So today, like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about lead generation. Real estate is simple. It's not easy. I'll say that again. Real estate is simple and it's not easy. And one of the most simplest things that is overcomplicated constantly is lead generation. So I'm going to break it down in its simplest form for you in this video. And then I'm going to give you some examples, some real life examples, and maybe some hacks along the way that can help you be more successful at just a few of these different forms of lead generation. So in its simple form, guys, there's two ways to look at lead generation, okay? There's sweat equity, right? And then there's check equity. You're going to use sweat equity when you're broke, when you're just getting started out, when you don't have any money. You could even have money, but you don't want to waste money. So that's when you use sweat equity, okay? And then the second form of lead generation is going to be check equity, okay? So that's when you don't have time, but you have money. So you have more money than time. So you use your check, right? You use the bag. So that's what I'm gonna get into. So, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and being locked in to the content. I hope you're getting some value, but guess what? I want to give you more value, guys. I've created an ebook that's going to help you fast track your lead generation, guys. So download my ebook now. It's going to be 30 lead generation ideas to get you guys going right now. So go ahead and download that. Let's make some money. I want to hear in the comments about all your success, guys, but go ahead and keep crushing it. Appreciate your support. Back to the show. So first, let's talk about sweat equity, and let's talk about some things that fall into that category, okay? So first thing we're going to talk about in sweat equity is we're going to talk about cold calling, okay? I hate it. Everyone hates it, but guess what? It works. I did it in the beginning, but I was super strategic. Don't just call people, right? You're going to get hung up on, right? Your ego is going to get bruised. Nobody wants to receive those calls. We receive enough spam. So be smart about your cold calling. So get with a title person. I don't know what you have in your state, but get with a title person and find different lists. Okay. So if you have a listing, just list it. We just listed the home in this neighborhood. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're letting all the neighbors know that it's going for X amount. This is a great opportunity for you to pick your neighbor, anyone you know interested in moving into the community. Or this is coming soon. Would you like me to reach out to you and notify you when it hits the market so you're first to know and you can get your people in, right? So just be very targeted when you do your cold calling, okay? That's going to be first. Second is going to be door knocking. Again, not a fan favorite of mine. I'm a 6'2" black guy in an Asian community, so no one really answers the door when I've tried, right? But it works. I did get a listing, and this is what happened. This is how I got that listing. The house was jacked up. So if you see a jacked up house along one of your routes, I popped into an app and I saw that that home was headed into foreclosure. Knocked on the door. Hey, I'm helping the guy next door buy this house across the street. I saw that, your house might be up for sale. Are you interested in selling? Guess what? The dude said yes. We kept talking. 2 months later, I listed the house. So door knocking works, guys. You have to be targeted in your door knocking. Notice the defaults. You can get that from your title person. Pre-foreclosures, houses with grass that is really high, houses that are that they can't upkeep. Those people might want to sell. So that's a door worth knocking. Okay. Third is going to be one of my favorites, open houses. I'm going to tag the video up top, but open houses are my specialty. I need to do more of them, but open houses, it's a direct access to people that want to buy right now. They're telling you that they want to buy a house. That's why they're coming to the open house. I mean, yes, there are people that just like going to open houses, but more often than not, these are people that want to buy a house. And then also a lot of times they're unrepresented. They're hanging out on a Saturday. They pop into Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, and they see a house available. Guess what? They come. If you practice your scripts, if you have a system to follow up with them, you can make a lot of money just by doing open houses as your form of lead generation. Look it up, guys. Look at other videos on YouTube. Ask people in your office. Everyone will tell you that they've closed deals from open houses. Okay. This next one, the fourth one, this is one, guys, that probably only I would think of. I'm pretty sure other people would think of it, but this is one that's going to blow your mind because it's so simple and so strategic. Banks. Banks are going to be another great form of lead generation. And I'm going to give you 2 ways to utilize banks. Okay. One is when I first started, I went to all of the local banks around me and I sat down with the mortgage person at the bank. And I said, my script was simple. It was, hey, I'm a local realtor. I get a lot of clients that want to work with me, but a lot of times they would prefer to work with a bank instead of a lot of these brokers. I'm just wondering, are you able to service clients from other banks, or do they have to be a part of your bank? They light up because I believe, don't quote me, if there are any bankers watching this, comment below. But I believe that they make more money when the person doesn't belong to their bank. Okay. So that's one bank strategy. Here's the second bank strategy. The second bank strategy, guys, is every time you close a deal, go to the same bank. Instead of cashing it on your phone or putting it in the machine, go in, create a relationship with the mortgage professional there, create a relationship with the teller there, because guess what? They're going to see you, especially if you're closing a lot of deals. They're going to constantly see you. Oh my God, what do you do? Oh, I do real estate. Do you know anybody looking to buy or sell? I'm telling you, this works. I've gotten 3 listings just from doing this and built an amazing relationship with my local bank. And they're always sending me prospects. So that's the bank strategy. And then the last one is going to be social media. Okay. I'm saying that these are free. In order to do the social media correctly, guys, it's going to be house tours, and you're going to have to learn some editing unless you want to pay someone to edit. But social media is definitely going to work. It just takes time and you just got to hit it right. So house tours. And again, people don't really, how do I put this? You're less important than you think you are. People really just want to see the houses. So you can do social media without you being on social media. You can do social media by just showing the house. So another great option. So that was 5 great options that use sweat equity, things that you can do for free. Okay. Now let's get into check equity. So these are things, guys, that once you don't have any more time, you can start spending money on your lead generation and using check equity so that now you're getting more deals. But also, when you get to check equity, hopefully, guys, you're more skilled because you're spending money on these leads. So you want to convert them, because if you don't, guess what? You're just throwing money away, and we don't want to throw money away. You know what they say? It ain't tricking if you got it. Well, you may have it. I don't have it. I just don't want to waste the money. Okay. So the first check equity form of lead generation, guys, is going to be Zillow, Realtor.com, all those things. So yes, I've tried them a long time ago. And have I closed deals? Yes, I've closed deals. But you have to have your scripts together. You have to know how to convert. You have to know how to conversate with people. You have to know how to follow up, and you have to have patience if you're going to do these things. Because think about it, guys, if you're looking to buy a car, even if you're looking to buy shoes sometimes, you're going to do research. A lot of times when people come to Zillow and Realtor.com, they're just starting their journey. So they may not be pre-approved. They may not 100% know what they want to do. Hell, they may even have another realtor because they don't understand how we get paid and how the platforms work. They just think that they have, it's a great user interface. So they go on there and they just think that they can just push a button and go see a house. And you have to be prepared to deal with some of that. So that's going to be the first one. Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, all those guys. Okay. The next one is going to be Facebook ads. One of my favorites. I'm running Facebook ads now. I've always run Facebook ads. And here's the thing. Not many realtors are doing it. Even though it's been around forever, not many people are doing it. If you get good at running Facebook ads, you can get 3, 4, 5, 6 leads per day. And what's that going to do? It's going to do a couple things, guys. It's going to make you a better realtor because you're going to have more conversations, more reps, more at bats, right? So I definitely would suggest looking at Facebook ads, and you can do as little as $5 a day, $10 a day. My sweet spot is about $20 a day. So about $600 a month. And trust me, if you have the right ad, you're going to get flooded with leads. Okay. The third is going to be mailers. Okay. When I first started, I would do mailers and I would send them whenever I got a listing. Even if I got a listing, LA is huge, right? So I would get a listing somewhere far off and I would do mailers knowing that I didn't really want to work that area and I wasn't going to be back unless I got another listing. So you often wasted money because with mailers, you have to be consistent or you have to be extremely timely. So with mailers, again, this is another one I would work with my title person and I would get a really good list, guys. So I would get a list of people that, again, notice the default, people that had to sell, pre-foreclosures, people with a ton of equity that might be able to buy another home. I would really look at doing something like that, okay, if you're going to do mailers. Also, I've seen mailers work out well when you're consistently mailing to a group of people. So I have what's called my top 50 list, and I send mailers to those people, right? So if I get a listing or whatever, I send it to those people because those people already know me, like me, trust me, and it's just another touch point, okay? The next one, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, guys, one of the best lead generation platforms. I'll link a video I have up top. LinkedIn has a service called Sales Navigator. What the Sales Navigator does is it allows you to really scrub LinkedIn for the person you want. And what I mean by that is it allows you to go into LinkedIn and create filters. So for me, a great filter might be local nurses in my city of Chino or Chino Hills. Okay. Why that's good is because I know that, they have a high income. A lot of my clients have been nurses. So a lot of them have the propensity to buy a home. So I can get a list of nurses and then I can direct message them and get into their inbox. So I love it because people aren't expecting to get hit up about real estate on LinkedIn. So it works really well. It's worked out really well. I had 3 meetings just this week from LinkedIn. So check out LinkedIn, check out the video above, and hopefully that works out for you. The last one, guys, I'm going to talk about is YouTube. So I have another YouTube channel where I do something similar to this, right? Like I build relationships with you. Hopefully we have a good relationship. Hopefully you're subscribed, right? If you're not subscribed, I feel for you because you're going to miss a lot of free game that I'm giving out. So subscribe if you haven't. But I have another YouTube channel, and that one focuses on buyers and sellers in my local area. So I do home tours. I have calls to action. I have lead magnets, stuff like that, where I generate leads. And guess what? It's always working for me. So sweat equity, check equity. What are you going to choose?